and welcome to Into the Viya Verse episode 5, covering the release of SAS Viya 2023-05. This time we have updates in SAS Information Catalog, SAS Lineage, SAS Intelligent Decisioning, and SAS Studio. So grab your cup of coffee and beam right into it. We start things off, as we usually do, inside of SAS Information Catalog. Navigate to your favorite table, then locate the action button on the right-hand side, click on it, and then go down to the analysis history. Here you can see a history of all the last 10 or however your agent was configured histories. The one marked with a check mark is the one you have currently selected, and the one with a star is the most recent one. Let's go back in time. We click on it, and you can see that first it gives us a note that we are reviewing an old analysis, which can also be viewed on the date analyzed section here on the right hand side. And now if we look at the top bar, you can see that we have a new add-on to the URL, which is history/ and then a unique ID for each analysis history. Copying this, of course, you can do it by clicking in the URL bar or using the link icon, as you can when you're viewing the most current analysis. This also applies if you dig deep down into a specific column to see its current or its past attributions. So you can see this history is kept, and then as usual, the column graphs, etc. is added to the URL. This allows you to quickly link analysis even when you go through the past. If you stay on the most current one, you can see that the history is accordingly dropped from the analysis. Let's use the awesome feature of the action button to also navigate over to SAS Lineage. So we will click Explore Lineage and then jump over to the SAS Lineage. You might ask yourself, David, this is the view I'm already familiar with. What's new? Well, on the right-hand side, we have gotten a new icon. Clicking this icon reveals view settings that enable you to do two things. First, it allows you how much information you see at each time. The default is 2, but expanding this view level, let's say to 5, also reveals the prior history that you can see here was 2 tables that go into a flow that create this table, and then this table is used in a Model Studio project and a report. And as you already saw, I had to zoom out to consume the full lineage view. That's where the second viewing option comes into place, where you can reduce the node size to make it more easy to view, or you can make it even smaller so you can have really big and very large lineage diagrams that you can explore on your own. Okay, let's move over to SAS Intelligent Decisioning. If we go to Build Decisions through the main menu, the first thing you might notice is that on the left-hand side, the menu has been updated to more easily discern what each option means. So you can see you have the decision elements and all those things, and the 2 global elements which can be applied across decisions. You can of course still minimize this, and it's still nicely grouped to help you navigate SAS Intelligent Decisioning more easily. The second update comes when we open up a decision. In this decision, you can see I have a model node. That's nothing new. Clicking on it and viewing the properties pane of this node, you can see the model version. And this also indicates, if we click on the little question mark icon, that you can now select between a specific model version number or always picking the latest, which means as the model is updated, your decision will update alongside it. This you can see here in the model version dropdown. Before, you had only the ability to select the numbered versions. Now you can also select this meta option called latest, and then you see the latest model version in here. So as your data scientist might update his or her models, they are added automatically to your decision. Super handy and makes collaboration even easier within intelligent decisioning. Let's head over to SAS Studio to view our final big update for this month, which is the Union Row step. This step is an awesome addition to the capabilities of SAS Studio, allowing you to combine 2 or more data sources together. And here you can see I'm using the union all operator, but there's many more for you to explore to make it fit exactly your unification needs to add and append tables together. This is super handy, and you can also go further by enabling to only select distinct rows from certain of the subtables, and even add where clause conditions to each subtable. So we have the same for the origin Europe, where you can add a where clause. And of course, it's not limited to 2 tables. You can right-click the node, add input port, and now you can see we get an additional table that can be added. So if we move in a third table, let's just take one from cars and move it on top of the step to connect it up. Now we have 3 tables connected that will all be unionized. So let's run this node. And now we get, of course, not the non-American cars, because now we have added all. Now we get our 428 rows again that we are used to from SAS Help Cars. Super helpful and an extremely useful addition to SAS Studio's capabilities. Okay, these were only a few of the updates. If you are interested in all of them, hit on and click the first link in the description to go to my unofficial SAS What's New application, where I've listed all updates for SAS Viya 2023.05 for the SAS Viya Enterprise stack, so not the solutions. You can now sub-select this to only view a certain release in here. And as you can see, for the current release of 2023-05, I found 52 updates in total across all the different products and also administration and operations capabilities. If you are interested in SAS Access and data connectors, there have been actually a lot of updates, so please check this out. Next up, for custom steps. We have a new custom step called Dynamic Aggregations for Time Series, or DAFT, which enables you to more quickly analyze and aggregate dynamically time series within SAS Studio. Super helpful if you are doing forecasting types of modeling. Next up is the import extract table from PDF. This does require a Python package, so please read the requirements of this step carefully, but then it enables you to quickly import any well-structured PDF table into a SAS table. Super helpful, and there is an awesome explanation within the definition of the README. The last step for this month is the extract job definition metadata, which enables you to version SAS job definitions from SAS content to your SAS file explorer, which enables you to version them, for example, using Git. Check it out if you are using SAS job definitions. For our special shoutouts this week, I want to highlight a series that has already been ongoing for quite a time, but now has received another update, so this is an excuse for me to recommend this awesome series for you. It's called Getting Started with Python Integration to SAS Viya, and as you can see, this is part 18, so it dives into a lot of the specifics and takes you from having no knowledge of the SAS SWOT package to getting more and more advanced over time. And clicking on the first link here, you get all the information, and you can see there's already coming more down the pipe. Last time I wished for a cool article about the SAS Cloud Data Exchange, or SAS CDE, for the platform. Now we have an article here, and you can dive into the specifics, how the CDE works and how to make it up and running for your environment. And finally, I want to shout out an older blog article that I found very helpful while working in the last month. It's from 2017, but some content just is evergreen. Call execute made easy for SAS data-driven programming is a cool explanation how you can call SAS macros from the data step dynamically and what you have to keep in mind according to timing issues. So, I hope this update has been helpful to you. See you next month. Bye bye.